2027 will mark 50 years since Al McGuire led the 1977 Marquette Warriors to their only national championship. And now a Hollywood filmmaker from Fox Point hopes to commemorate that anniversary with a movie about their title run. Steve Shamras sat down with some of the people behind The Confessions of Al McGuire, as they are now just months away from starting filming right here in Milwaukee.
Hey, we lost the last 2 times! Better change the rules!
If ever there were a Milwaukee story destined for the silver screen.
Because now and then I, become chesty and float. And other times I become kind of devious and obnoxious.
It would have to be the fall and rise of one of the city's greatest showmen.
The attention has been so much on me the last 2 or 3 months, and hey, I haven't scored a point yet.
He was one of a kind, and ahead of his time.
Screenwriter and filmmaker Michael Angeli found the story of Coach Al McGuire ripe for the telling.
And he was funny, he was mad, he was, happy, he yelled at his players yelled back at him.
So Angeli has written the movie no one has made.
No one had done anything, and I thought, I am the luckiest man in the world.
He calls it The Confessions of Al McGuire. Equal parts basketball story and character study. And what a character.
He was a performer more than he was a coach, and he took pride in that.
Angeli's father went to Marquette and passed on his fascination with McGuire. After a career in Hollywood, Angeli now calls Fox Point home, and he's ready to tell one of Milwaukee's greatest stories. From losing the championship in 1974 to winning it all in '77.
He had to deal with the loss, get it together to have a team, and then win the national championship.
Adding to the pressure, a ticking clock.
The season that they won, before the season began, he told everybody he was retiring. It's time for me to go.
I have a tremendous season ahead of me, tremendous games to play. So I don't want, it's not a farewell. I'm not looking for the last hurrah.
Marquette has been on the big screen before.
If I had to stop playing basketball right now, I think I'd still be happy.
In 1994, the documentary Hoop Dreams followed William Gates from high school in Chicago to playing college ball in Milwaukee.
I pass.
A year later, Marquette alum Chris Farley gave a nod to his alma mater in the movie Tommy Boy.
I'm gonna graduate! I wish we'd known each other. This is a little awkward.
Famously wearing a Marquette rugby jacket in the opening credits. But none of Farley's scenes were filmed on campus or even in Milwaukee.
How much Milwaukee is in this film?
Everything.
Angeli will take advantage of new Wisconsin tax credits just signed into law, enticing filmmakers to make movies about Wisconsin in Wisconsin. For example,
Song Sung Blue. You heard of it?
Yep.
Oh, I was scared you were going to hit your head.
He's talking about this year's big Christmas Day release, Song Sung Blue. It's set in Milwaukee during the late 1980s and early 90s. But not a frame of that film was shot here. Chicago and New Jersey stood in for Wisconsin.
We're not going to do that. We're going to shoot everything in Milwaukee.
And to have it filmed here and told here and then shared with the rest of the world is a really proud moment for Milwaukee.
Lacey Sadoff is board chair for Milwaukee Film and one of this project's financial backers. She says the new state tax incentives will help this project and its $6 million budget work like a much bigger movie. Money spent that will stay right here.
There is a whole city just waiting to serve film crews and the whole filmmaking process. The traffic's never terrible, and it's pretty easy to get around, and people are friendly, and then you have a film made in Milwaukee.
Not just Milwaukee, but the same places where so much of this story actually happened.
We went to Al McGuire's house where he lived, and he lived there until he died, in Milwaukee. And I said, listen, could we shoot here? And they said, oh, we would love that.
Today, Angeli is making final polishes to his script and lining up the money, with a plan to start shooting first half of next year. He's already imagining how it might look.
I think shooting the end will make or break us, because that was the one moment when Al cried. You know, up until then, he never did.
2-1. There's a gun. The basket counts. And Marquette has won the national championship.
You know, he was like in a daze and bumping into them, and really, he did just want to get out of there.
This was an upset win. Not a big upset, but the way they did it.
So shooting that will be a momentous occasion, you know, with whatever actor we get.
And one of the biggest questions is who will play Al McGuire? Well, we do know it's not Bradley Cooper. Angeli says Cooper was asked but can't do it. Steve also spoke with Jamie Dykes, one of the film's producers and a Marquette alum. He's been building support for the project across the country.
To a man or a woman that I talked to, every single one of them talking about how he was the most unique person they had ever met, and not in a cliche way, but truly the most unique person they had ever met, a magical unicorn, as some of them called him.
Dykes says they hope to start filming the first half of next year.